What's up, YouTube? You got victim of a good man. You knew because you been through. But yeah, right now it's a lot going on, and I'm hearing a lot of talk, and I just want to clean some of this speculation up. Now, I'm standing on Cleveland time. I'm on Cleveland time right now. And it's this dude, I don't know who he was, but he was lighter. He was a Caucasian in essence. But the man's come through talking, yo, I was like doing the big MBK, like, you are like the white boy, everybody, some bullshit. The white boy gangs in the jails. They never held no rank. He talking about Latino kings and all that. Nigga, Latino kings ain't doing nothing on my... Listen, man. We gotta break down this heartless felon situation right now for everybody that need to know. Now, I'm from Cleveland, like I say, and that's our shit. And that's where a lot of hate comes from, Ohio, but it's a lot of love too. But we not Ohio, we Cleveland. And we bred that heartless felon, you know what I mean? All that started here. Now, everybody got their different leaders, however they want to say, but they was all a part in the beginning of the upbringing. Let's go to Julius Weber. He an OG, you know what I mean? If you know, you know, he got 99 years right now. I mean, he was saying probably a few years ago or whatever. He's not coming home. We got L.A. Pone. Now, he from Longwood, you know what I mean? L.A., that's Longwood. Longwood Assassins, to be direct, and the acronyms. But look, everything I done heard about him was official. Even how, like, you know what I mean? It started in the juvies. You know what I mean? In the juvenile jail system. L.A. Capone was there, and that's certified, you know what I mean? You know, the hardest fellas started back in 03, you know what I mean? So all that is certified. If you know, you know. The gang runs Ohio. I don't know why this man would sit up here and talk about a Latina king or the white boy gang, you know what I mean? MBK or whatever. I don't know what that means, but it mean everybody getting your bitch ass knocked out. You not touching. The fellas got shit on lock. It's on lock so much now. We in 26. We got the subdivision fucking gangs. You know what I mean? Now shout out to the fully blooded felons. That's one of the most recognizables to me. Now I done stayed down on 28th Street, 2011 to be exact. Damn, my mother was down there for years. But my mother, you know what I mean? We anyway, you know, but family tied in to 30th and Garden Valley. Now these are true facts. Rest in peace, Poochie, my uncle, man. A lot going on. But like we gonna get back to that. 28th, niggas on 30th, 33rd. That's that fully blooded fellas, man. It all popped off. My son Raven, the godfather of this shit. Salute to him. Although I never met him, he's a ghost, a legend in the streets, you know what I mean? Y'all heard of Ghost on Power? He got that stature. Let's be real. He's down right now, service time. I don't really know how long he's gone. But he gone, you know what I mean? They caught up in indictment a few years ago down there. I was down there when the shit was going on 30th, on 28th Street, to be exact, right by the liquor store, man. Y'all know doors is open. You go down that bitch right now and get what you need, respectfully. You know what I mean? But the hardest felon, they started back in 03, you know what I mean? And I believe them fully blooded, they got established about 2012. I mean, 23, you know what I mean? Split off started to come about. But that's what it was. But my man's talking about he in Mansfield. He was in Maryland and all that. That's the only spot the hardest felons really had on lock. The hardest felons got any jail in Ohio on lock. What's wrong with my mess? He come talking about some Toledo, Youngstown shits and all that. The Toledo beefs. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. We got Crips. We got Bloods. We got GDs up here in Cleveland. No Toledo. I don't know shit about nothing but Cleveland in the state of Ohio. I've been to Columbus, respectfully. There's a couple of niggas down there do what they do. It's niggas everywhere. But when Cleveland gets this credit, this when the shit has to just hit the fan, you know what I mean? But overall, I'm gonna tell you this, man. Your man's as crazy as hell to talk about the Crips and the Bloods was outnumbering the heartless felons in Toledo. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Here's a white guy. Let's be, I'm gonna keep it there, but man, it's just like everybody want to try to step on the Cleveland. When you was in jail, all them, all them was all them was your mans. All the hardest feelings was your mans. And then y'all get out, nobody wants to claim nothing. They disassociate themselves from that shit. You know what I mean? They want to be, you know what I mean, take the brighter path. They want to walk with God and shit like that. That's respectable. You got families or whatever you doing. You doing that. You stepping away from that. But you was never built for that. You know what I mean? The hardest felons run Ohio. I don't want to say Cleveland. In Cleveland, like I said, we subdivisions. We do all things. Cleveland, they're very outstandingly respected in Cleveland. But you know, outside of Cleveland, niggas is gods, and it should be how it's supposed to be. Cause y'all, you know what I mean? We know how Ohio really is line. And everything, Cleveland at the top, you know what I mean? They say Columbus is the capital. Cleveland, we run this shit. We the port of Ohio. Cleveland is the port, Columbus is the capital, however you want to put it. They only got that title because of Ohio State Buckeyes. You heard? They had the Buckeyes down there, they'd be washed. Cameron came down there, yeah. I was getting in Ohio. No, he was getting into Columbus. He could never pull those moves off in Cleveland. I don't know where he on campus getting this shit off. You would have got backdoor a million times. If he was in Cleveland, he had to be like on 105. He still would have got static up that way. He probably had to move it to the west side. You know what I mean? Like, cause you ain't nothing like that up here. I'm telling you right now. Niggas standing on everything. And that shit ain't lightweight, nigga. There's nothing lightweight about that. We stand on everything, you heard? But I'm gonna tell you this, man. Your man, it kind of threw me off, though. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause salute to all my heartless fellas, man. It's family everywhere through that, you know what I mean? Salute to my Ohio niggas, like the stand-up ones. The niggas that situated all through this bitch that I don't know what the cities and the names of your towns is. But there's some stand-up niggas out here. We gonna put it like that. Niggas on ISO mode in Ohio. This is an ISO state. A nigga be down in New Philadelphia. You know what I mean? Getting pounds, got mad hats, but unrecognized. Then niggas rat on you, get like, I'm from New Philadelphia. You tied there with the hardest fellas now. Right? But niggas ain't really, we don't know. It's just him. You from New Philadelphia. What the fuck is New Philadelphia? Let's be real, man. When you think Ohio, you think of Cleveland. Check in with that.